Hey there folks, Aldershot here, and we're back with some more Long Dark. Now, this might be the second Long Dark video I post today, which is a little bit unusual for our channel, but that's for very good reasons, because as soon as I released my last video, Hinterland Studios decided to release the latest updates, version 233, which includes a lot of nice goodies, including a new bow that you can craft, which is pretty cool. A bunch of new materials that you can gather to cater to the bow, such as saplings that you can now gather. But it also includes a new transition zone between Pleasant Valley and Mystery Lake, so that's pretty cool. Now, I loaded my old game, the playthrough that we're all watching in our current Let's Play of this game, into the latest update, and unfortunately I kind of ran into a bug where I fell through the world, died, and our playthrough's gone now because I died. So I'm really disheartened by that. I'm a little disappointed by that. So the first thing I want to get across to you guys is before you load up your game into the latest save, 233, version 233, I highly recommend backing up your save data. Because it seems like I'm not the only one that ran into that bug, so do be careful. But anyways, you know, in our next episode we'll start a new playthrough. But for the time being, I kind of started a temporary save where we're really close to the transition zone between Pleasant Valley and Mystery Lake. So let's jump into that so we can explore it a little bit. Now, because we lost our playthrough, because all our work is gone, you know, we don't have the materials we once had. Obviously, there's a new save. It's kind of a temporary playthrough, so I can show you guys all the new goodies and the new updates. I don't have the materials to make a bow right now. Actually, I have the guts to it. On the way here, I did manage to find some guts randomly, but I don't have a hatchet to chop down any saplings, so hopefully we'll find some along the way. But I did manage to find the transition zone, and it's actually quite easy to find. As you can see, we are in the dam in Mystery Lake. Alright, it's a pretty common location by now. Most people know where the dam is. And when you enter the generator room, the biggest room in the dam, you'll find a new door right here. Let me light up my lantern, or exit. Let me get back out here so I can show you guys. Light up the old lantern. There we go. Just right here, right? This is a new door. I was like, oh, this is pretty suspicious. So, if you're curious to how to find a new transition zone between Mystery Lake to Pleasant Valley, this is it. It's inside the dam. Now, I've already explored a little tiny bit of it, not all of it, because it's actually pretty big. But let's explore it anyways and see what it has to offer. Let's see. Let's open up this locker here. We did find a crowbar in the dam along the way, which is great.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Alright, lots of loot. Good, good, good. Let's see what's in here. So it looks like the transition zone is like, it runs through the dam, and it's actually kind of interesting. So we're going to just loot all this stuff because, well, this is kind of a new game, so we kind of need all the essentials. But again, this is more of a throwaway save file. In our next episode, we will start a brand new save, a brand new game, and we'll probably try our hands at Stalker difficulty, so that should be pretty entertaining. Let's see, we're getting a little hungry, so we'll grab a little bite to eat. We'll drink a soda. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to pick that up and drink it. Drink! Thank you. Now we're getting a little encumbered, but that's okay. Now, this entrance here, Carter River, this is also new, obviously. There's a whole new area here. But this is actually the exit to Pleasant Valley. And then you have to go through another transition zone to really find your way there. But if you exit through this door, it will lock behind you. So do be wary of that. Once you exit from Mystery Lake to Pleasant Valley, you won't really be able to go back. But we're going to continue exploring the basements of the dam that's newly added. Now, we are pretty encumbered. We're going to drop some stuff that we don't probably need. Oh, by the way, here's something else that's new. Feathers. Crow feathers. That's also a new item added. We'll keep those just in case. Let's see here. We're going to drop fresh hide deer. Let's see, we'll probably drop the books. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. There we go. Now we got a little bit more weight to play with. We're more interested in exploring than anything else, really. So we'll probably just not pick up the scrap metal and just explore a little bit. Pick up the essentials if need be. Now, I get to show you how to make the bow here, which is great. Unfortunately, we can't make it because, you know, new save, lack of materials. Good save, bugged out, and got deleted. So, there you go. Story of my life. But anyways, this is how you make the survival bow. You need a cure maple sapling and cure guts. Yes, there's actually a new crafting step now, where it requires you to cure certain materials, to dry it out before you can actually work with it. And I welcome that. That definitely adds to the immersion. It is definitely a lot more realistic and all that kind of good stuff. But anyways, we're looking for some food just to keep ourselves alive. But anyways, we'll keep exploring. So, it's pretty dark in here, too, without any light, as you can see. Definitely bring a torch or a lantern in here with you guys if you're going to explore this area. So this is the path I originally took, right? I ignored the door. I was like, alright, I'll come back to it later. And I'll show you where it takes you after a little while. Let's see, we're encumbered again. Let's see, what can we drop that we don't need? Wow, we have a lot of kerosene. We probably don't need all that kerosene. Probably don't need 2 lanterns. This is a new thing too. Action. Action is like a new little tab that opens up a bunch of subcategories where you can kind of take a look at your item as well, which is kind of neat. We're going to go refuel. There we go. And we're good to go again. All right, let's get a move on. We still have another lantern. I noticed I left the one we dropped on, and has some nice pretty lighting going on there. But anyways, looks like we need to pop open our lantern again. And let's see, we probably don't need that stuff. You know, I'm just more inclined to show you guys around than actually looting. Like I said, this is more of a temporary save. So yeah, this is the dead end, right? I thought maybe I could exit through this door, but it's actually snowed in. And obviously you can't jump or climb in this game. So you're not getting out that window, that's for sure. But yeah, it comes to a dead end here. So now you know. But then, basically, if you come this far, you have to just kind of backtrack and head back out to the door. That'll lead you to Carter's Lake. And from there, that's where the real transition zone starts. This is just a pre-transition zone to the transition zone. And at that point, it's going to be pretty new to me, so I'll be exploring it with you guys at the same time. I already explored the dam area already. I think that's kind of obvious. But let's get back over here. Perfect. Let's see, we don't have much daylight left, so what we're going to do is obviously turn off our lantern. It's not to waste fuel. Grab a little bite to eat and probably sleep for the night. Let's see, let's eat some crackers. Now, something else that they've updated with this latest update, one of the bigger factors to this update, is that they've changed the sound a bit. They've enhanced it. They added some new sounds and all that kind of stuff. And if we can step out with some snow, that's when you can really hear it. I kind of turned the game's volume up a little bit louder for this episode specifically because I know sound is sort of like a big deal for this update. So there you go. Anyways, let's go to bed for about 6 hours. Hopefully be mostly day by the time we wake up. Hopefully, anyways. 10 hours and great. 4 hours of darkness left. Okay, that's still pretty, I don't want to wait that long. So we're going to just eat, we'll eat some dag food. Actually, we'll eat the tomato soup because it's at a lower condition. And luckily, I did find a lot of essential tools in the dam. The dam is pretty profitable in materials and loot, so pretty happy about that. And I was lucky and didn't find a friggin' wolf in here, so yeah, that's pretty good too. I don't want to drop that. I want to drink it. I'm used to like the action button being where the drink is, and the updates is confusing me a little bit. Anyways, we're pretty good. We got, what, 4 hours left of darkness, so let's go to bed for 3 hours, let's say. 3 more hours, and that should bring us to morning, and then we can explore the actual transition zone. It's a little bit unfortunate that I won't be able to show you guys the bow, but in our new playthrough that's going to be coming up, we will definitely be making a bow eventually. But I've heard some people complain that the bow makes the game a little bit unbalanced, a little bit too easy, because it's so easy to make basically a fire arsenal and replenishable ammo through making arrows and stuff like that. I can see the point, but I can't really comment on it without actually playing with it a little bit more. Obviously, we'll do that in our upcoming playthrough. But anyways, enough talk. Let's head to Carter River. And this is the actual transition zone. We can turn off the lamp now. And as you can see, there's no open option. We're stuck. We're stuck. So we're here now. So this is pretty new to me. This is pretty much where I stopped exploring. So this is as new to me as it is to you guys. So let's explore. It's a pretty good day out, I think. Actually, let's check on our clothes, because I think we might have some upgrades, which we should probably use. And we're going to drop all the excess weight. Oh yeah, we definitely got a bunch of upgrades here. Should definitely be using it. Let's see, drop the pants, drop this pants. Oh, this is an upgrade, we'll wear that. Definitely drop that. And this is an upgrade, we'll wear that. Okay, we should be good. We should be pretty good. Anyways, let's go and explore, and hopefully we don't freeze to death, which is quite possible because we're not really all that well equipped, to be completely honest, since this is kind of a temporary new save. But alright, we're going to explore. We have to go down this hill from the looks of it. It looks like there's only one path, so we'll go down here. I'm going to be quiet for a second so you guys can hear the footsteps. And also, I'm not sure you guys can see it. Let me turn on my lamp. Footsteps! We make footsteps now, which is amazing. This is great. It's going to really help with tracking and finding our way back home as well. It's going to be really useful. But anyways, I'm going to be quiet so you can listen to the snow. So there you go, a little bit of the updated sounds. I definitely notice the snow and the ice sounding enhanced, if not different, right? So that's pretty cool, pretty nifty. Let's see, our stats are still looking pretty good. No wolves around here from the looks of it. No, put it away. I don't want any of the stuff. Flint, you're back. So that's a little bit weird. If I'm holding a torch and this thing here, a flare, if I press 1, it just keeps switching back and forth. I'm not really sure how to... Okay, I'll just have to switch to another item and then put that item away. So there we go. That's what we'll have to do. We'll take the lichen. So let's see. Is this the way out? Is this cave here the way out? I'm not really sure. I'm gonna check this guy for loot. Check this for loot as well. Food will definitely be useful. It's getting a little cold. Let's turn on our lantern so we can see clearly what's going on. And to make our video all nice and pretty. Alright, loot. Good. Food. Okay, well this cave is a dead end. Making sure we're not encumbered. Okay, we're not. So this is definitely not the way. Alright. Well, back to where we were heading, I guess. Which direction? I'm not even sure. Oh, more like an... screw it. Screw it. This is not an actual playthrough. This is just a test run. So we can explore some of the new goodies. Alright, so let's keep going down the lake. Looks like it splits. Let's follow the rabbit. Let's go over here. So this is kind of cool. It seems a little mazy, this transition zone. Looks like there's multiple paths to be taken. Not really sure what's up with that. Well, let's check out what's up here. This is a hell of a big transition zone, that's for sure. Come prepared, guys. Holy crap. Looks like you can get lost pretty easily. Let's check out what's down here. Okay, dead end. So not down there. Alright. Let's check out what's up there. Now I'm kind of curious to know where the other path would lead. I'm not really sure. I'm a little disappointed I lost my game, so I do want to reiterate, if you're playing a current save already, looks like another cave. Let's check out what's over here before we check out the cave. If you're playing an existing save, I do highly recommend backing up your save file. Now, I normally don't like recommending or telling people to back up their long dark save files because it kind of goes against the design of the game. Because if you have a backup, you can just load it. Oh, this is a dead end. Alright, back we go. If you have a backup save, you know, you die, it's very tempting to play that backup save so you don't have to start over, which again goes against the design of the Long Dark. And I have a lot of respect for the design. There, can't even speak. For the design of the Long Dark. In fact, I have a lot of respect for the design of any good game, right? But in this case, since this is still in early access and beta is beta or alpha is alpha, you know, this is a case where I would make a little bit of a exception. Okay, so we head into this cave. Looks like it takes us into another transition zone. So this is looking kind of interesting. We're not freezing our ass off anymore, so that's good. Let's eat a little something something. So we don't... No, that's not what I wanted to do. That's... No game. No. Alright, eat. Eat, thank you. I could have sworn the eat button was like over here before the update. That's why I keep dropping it, I think. Or maybe I'm just a big old derp, which is very possible. But anyways, let's eat these salty crackers as well. We could use the calories. That should probably bring up our thirst, and that it definitely did. So we'll drink a little bit of water. We actually have a fair amount of water, which is good. And continue our exploration. Let's put that away. Grab the wood, why not? Some more wood. Cool, cool. So this is looking pretty cool. I'm glad that they're not... Oh god, this is definitely extremely labyrinth-like. Holy crap, I don't know which way to go. Let's check out what's over here first, I guess. Yeah, like I was saying, I'm kind of glad it didn't just reuse the mine shaft over and over again for their transitions, that they're actually going to implement different types of transitions for each separating zones, and this is a dead end. Wow, wow. It definitely adds to their immersion, and it shows that the developers are putting, you know, definitely their fair share of efforts into making this game good, essentially. So far, you've done a pretty good job, except for that one time where I loaded my game and fell through the world and my game got deleted. That wasn't very enjoyable, but that's besides the point. Another split. Oh my god, I don't know. Let's check out here. We'll come back if we need to. This is definitely very, very maze-like. So let's keep exploring. Okay, looks like we found a little something something here.
That'll come in handy.
Ooh, another flare. That's good. We probably don't need that bedroll. We're gonna just basically take all the food, seeing how we're not gonna keep this playthrough here. As I mentioned before, our next playthrough we are going to be playing through Stalker difficulty, so that should be kind of interesting. Anyways, is this a dead end? No. I think if we went the other way, this is where we would have exited. So let's just go back here before we go up the hill, right there, and check out what's in here. Just so we're covering... Oh god, this is splitting up all over the place. Do I dare to venture forth? Yes, yes I do. I'm really curious. Okay, this is just a dead end. Okay, easy enough. So this is a dead end. Good, good, good to know. And I'm pretty sure this is where we would have entered from, if I'm not incorrect. Watch now, I'm just getting myself lost, which is quite possible. You know what? This is splitting up way too much. I'm gonna go back before I get friggin' lost and go up that hill. So there you go, guys. Very maze-like, so be careful. Definitely, like I said, come prepared. You might be going through this transition zone for... You might actually have to spend a night or two here from the looks of it. I had to spend a night. But then again, I arrived fairly late, so that could be a reason why. But definitely larger than the mines, that's for sure. This is a dead end from the looks of it. Yep, so we have to cross this bridge here. Oh, listen to that. Did you guys hear that? Boards now squeak. I think that's also part of the enhanced sound design that they've implemented in this latest update, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool, I have to say. Now, there's a whole bunch of different other miscellaneous things that they changed. The stuff I mentioned are the most major ones, but I will definitely leave a link to their patch notes so you guys can get the full scoop. And there we go! We found the exit to Pleasant Valley. I'm curious to where it exits. Okay, so there's a cave. Where are we in Pleasant Valley? I don't recognize this area at all. Not at all. But we did find our way through. That's basically the transition zone. And look, a dead guy. Hey, dead guy. So I guess I'll just end the updates video here. So there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys found this informative or useful in any way. And if you did, you know, show me some love, like, share, fave, and comments if you haven't already subscribed. I'll definitely bring you more videos like this. Long Dark is a common feature on this channel if you're new here. So hopefully I'll see some of you guys around. I think that'll be pretty awesome. But yeah, like I said, our next episode of the Long Dark, we are unfortunately going to have to start a brand new playthrough because of the bug that I encountered when I load into this game. Back up your save, back up your save, back up your save. So, in our next episode of The Long Dark, we're going to start Stalker mode. And we'll probably start in, I'm thinking, Mystery Lake, because we haven't actually played a whole lot of that in any serious degree. But if you guys have any other suggestions for different areas that we should start our next playthrough on, please feel free to let me know in the comments. I definitely read them. Your feedback is very much appreciated, as always. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I've already did my outro thing, so thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Aldershot out.